So it's my big honor, Paddy MaGuinness, to introduce you. Paddy MaGuinness is the leader of Haiti Matters, and he will speak about the gang Vive Ansam, Living Together, which is a gang in Haiti, and he will talk how we can understand Vive Ansam, and no one will speak to the gangs in charge. Paddy, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much indeed. And I had my own panic one moment ago because the fire alarm went off in the building. So the reason I switched my video off, I was running around trying to figure out was there a fire or not. But there's not. That's the good news. Yes, Haiti Matters is basically an advocacy organization. We're trying to work to get the Irish government engaged with Haiti as a small island state, helping another small island state. So that's our motivation. We could talk a lot about statistics of Haiti and the level of violence, etc. But I suppose if we take one thing, 2 days ago, one of the gang leaders, Moulin Felix, just one of the gang leaders' son died. The priest said it was the older people who were practicing voodoo caused his death. And overnight, 180, possibly 200 plus people, mostly above the age of 60, were killed by his gang and dumped into the sea. It's a horrific event. It takes place because the country is lawless. There is no law and order to speak of. Even after all the interventions of UN, Americans, international aid communities, so many things that have happened all over the decades into Haiti, but still it is in turmoil as a nation, and treated like a pariah in the United States. You've probably heard in the election, Trump and his vice president berating the Haitians, almost treating them as a subhuman people. Unbelievable. Just taking stock of where we're at in Haiti, the humanitarian situation is grim. It's probably 5 million people with acute food needs. The national police is exhausted. It's depleted by emigration to America. It's underfunded. It's ill-equipped. The Kenyans have come in under a mandate of the UN to try and help. They were supposed to get international support. They didn't get it. They were supposed to deploy 2,500 police. They deployed 400 and are struggling to keep the funding going even for that number. In reality, a lot of them are confined to barracks or indeed taking almost like hit and run races into the community, do some shooting, then go back. They don't hold any ground, really. Since the Kenyans have come in as the peace force to support the Haitian National Police, the gangs have increased their percentage control of the capital city from 80% to 85%, in spite of the best efforts of the Haitian National Police. And the Kenyans, the government itself is unstable. They have just recently closed down the international airport by shooting at the planes. And a liter of kerosene or petrol at the moment in Haiti is 40 euro for a liter, just to give you an idea of some things that are there. Humanitarian funds are almost dried up for the country. And truthfully, I believe myself that Haiti could head towards famine in 2025. Above all else, if you ask the Haitian citizens what do they want, the one thing they want is justice. They want justice for the crimes that have been perpetrated against them. They want to see the
moment to see the connection comes back for Paddy.
Thanks, Miriam. Sorry about that. I still don't know what the fault was. But where I left off, as I can remember, saying what the people are looking for in Haiti is justice. They want to see the gangs captured or killed. And that seems to be a big imperative of the government. There are lots of good people in Haiti doing lots of work just to balance out the bad things that are happening. There are lots of human rights groups there working day in and day out trying to protect children and women. There are advocacy organizations highlighting corruption and humanitarian organizations distributing aid with the limited resources they have. And one of the organizations I have been working very closely with is La Coula Pay, which is a peace building organization. People who are extremely brave, who work very close up with the gangs, trying to keep young people away from the gangs, trying to get into dialogue with some gang leaders, etc. And I suppose I wanted just to posit a few questions. Are the gangs in Haiti unreachable? Are they a lost cause? And just to paint a picture of gangs, they're not a monolithic block. The way I would describe some of the gangs, there are members of gangs who are children, who would rather be playing football than dealing with weapons. And on the other side of the scale, there are people who are psychopaths who would quite easily kill their own family if needs be. So painting the gangs in Haiti as uniform and monolithic is not a reflection on what they are. Most have no political ambitions. So you ask the question, well, what do they want? And sadly, to say violence isn't a means to an end. Violence is becoming in Haiti a way of life. It is becoming their day job. They don't have anything else, so they become a gang member. They don't have any hope for the future, so they become a gang member. They're pressured by peers. They're pressured by other gang members to take part. So they are under pressure to be parts of gangs. They themselves are exhausted, like the police. Every day they waken up and all they can see in front of them is death staring them in the face. So they become more violent. A few of us from Haiti Matters in the middle of the year decided we would go to Haiti and try and talk with the gangs. So we went and we met the leadership of Vive Ansam. Nobody has talked to them. It was a very interesting experience, and what I'm giving you is not my view, but I'm giving you some of the words that I heard back from them, because I asked them what were they about, and these are some direct quotes of gang leaders. I am not proud of my country. I'm not proud of what we have done. Violence begs violence. Violence is not the answer. I fear for my children. We are all guilty. I'm guilty. The corrupt politicians are guilty. The corrupt private sector are guilty. We are used by pawns by external governments. The corrupt politicians and business leaders created us. Now they want to kill us. No one wants to talk to us. Nobody wants to listen. That's a view from a gang. You can take it as it is. Is it true? Is it false? Is it lying? Is it putting a spin on what they see things in Haiti? But I've lived in Northern Ireland where we've had violence for decades. And the one lesson we did learn is that friends don't make peace. Enemies make peace. It's when the enemies come together that you make peace. So we're struggling with, there is no appetite whatsoever in Haiti from government, from the people, to talk to these people. Yet, if there is no talking, the violence will not only perpetuate, it will get deeper. In my view, it will get deeper. And because violence becomes the be all and all, and you now have a generation of young people whose only experience is violence. They've never seen the inside of a school. All they see is violence. So there's a question that I posit to us all here, you know, given the terrible gross violations of human rights that these people have perpetrated on their own people, and it shouldn't be underestimated what they have done and what they continue to do, should they be allowed to, or should they be encouraged to, into some sort of dialogue process? That's a question I struggle with myself in my head, with other people, with Haitian people. How do we do that? Is it right? Is it wrong? What's the moral stance on that? And the bigger thing we're trying to figure, what would some such process look like? Because it's not a political conflict. It's not sitting down and saying, well, we want to negotiate some territory. It's how do you end violence? And those are the questions that Haiti Matters and Lukula Pay and a lot of us that are interested in Haiti are grappling with. And I just leave those questions with you.
Thank you, Paddy. A lot of questions and also food for thought. Violence breeds violence, and it's not friends that make peace, but enemies that make peace.